And we are live on YouTube, gentlemen. Your mics are hot for your information. Good evening, everybody, on Discord as well as on the stream. Thank you so much for joining us either way. We're going to continue the South American flight tour. We're going to fly now from SPNC to SECU. And it's going to be fun getting out of this airport in this valley. So hang tight. While I'm going to reload the Zibo, it's just spawned in. I'm just also fixing up my flight plan and the loads and everything. I have to edit that, so I'll put that on screen while we're reloading. Hello, Steve. Hello, Andre. Right, and download, get it in here. Right, so I edited the packs. We've only got that. Hello, Joe. Oh, thank you so much, Joe. Much appreciated, sir. I've edited my packs to 145, cargo to 05, so that's 500 kilograms. We don't want to be.
Frankie donated $20 through
I'm on
SuperChat.
about 127.
Let's start this stream off with some love.
Okay.
With some sensible parking,
Yeah.
there are room here for another 2.
Problem is the spawn spots. They can't spawn, and if they spawn, they're going to spawn on top of us. So it's okay. We'll if anybody wants to fly with, just say the word, and then we'll coordinate. Okay, guys.
If they know how to use the moving map, they could get in.
Yeah. Anyway, Joe, again, thank you so much. I've just read your message there. Thanks for the love, buddy. Appreciate it. Payload 15.6.
You deserve every penny of it, Nico.
Thank you so much. We need 7 tons of fuel. Let's do that.
Starting refueling.
Plugins, ground handling. Right, so true to my word, Uncle John, I have not forgotten the A cars. I've just started my A cars, and I'm also going to connect onto IVA now.
Thank you.
There you go.
No, Nico, you can't park there.
Well, you said you're on number 2, so I took number 1.
Well, you're nowhere near number 1.
I am. In my scenery, I'm on number 1. Look at my stream. It says there number 1. There's number 2. There's number 1. So that means we don't have the same scenery, sir. I've disconnected. You stay where you are. I'll connect when you move, okay? That was a bit of a surprise. Anyway, okay, so we've done that. Ground services, GPU. Let's get that cooking.
Nico, you don't need power to close the cargo doors, correct?
I don't think so, but the issue with the cargo doors is this. On your EFB, if you have the cleaning crew running, it's open and it will remain open. So you have to stop using the cleaning crew. You know this button over here, start service crew,
Yeah.
and
Start.
you have to deselect that and basically go to the flight leg. And once that is no longer effective, then you should be able to close them easy. If you don't have them open and you click on that service icon, it will also open it automatically for you.
Look at that terrain. Oh my God.
It's going to be fun. Right, okay, I think we're done with that.
What's the field elevation of this airport?
I'll tell it now. I think it's 6,000, just about 6,000, sir.
6,050, just about 6,040 or something.
Yeah. But it's nicely nestled in a valley, you know, with high peaks all around. So you've got to think about how to get out of here, and you've got to, you know, fly a little bit by hand and so on. Or at least heading select. You won't be able to use LNAV to get out of here. Just won't work. And the landing airport elevation without taking density altitude into consideration is 8,300.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah, Mariscal Lamar.
And you don't want to fly with a particularly heavy cargo load or
Exactly.
passenger load.
Yep, that's why I had to edit my OFB a bit.
Yeah.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Excellent, thank you for the fuel, buddy.
Do you see somebody's giving you a kind donation, Nico?
I spoke to him. Yeah, he's sitting here next to us.
Okay.
Max Power. Yeah, Joe. It's Joe. Buddy Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Every little bit helps. So let's see. Active sky. Map. Lock.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, hello. Oh, that's Cody.
And it's you, sir.
You're very quiet, eh?
Yeah, I just woke up. Sorry.
No problem. The last sentence was better, like the mic was closer or something.
Yeah, I moved it just a tad closer.
Looks fairly straightforward, but we're going to use, beg your pardon, heading select when we can activate that after IRSs are done. I'll use heading select with level change. Let's see how far we get, otherwise I'm going to have to hand fly it out of here.
Yeah, you want to go roughly heading change for about 10 miles, Nico, and then there's a road that goes round to the left up another valley.
Okay.
And then you can do your first waypoint. I've just checked the clearances for terrain, etc.
Okay. I haven't actually done that. Did we also just do that quick?
9.5 miles, roughly.
Okay. So here at the bottom you can see this. Hello, Scotsman. Don't know if I said hello to you. Hello, Neil. Right, so yeah, there's a bit of a steep climb to get over that first hill over there, right? And then we're okay. In actual fact, 340, we're going to be flying at 340. Then we're coming in that side, okay. So that's the only real danger point there. Okay, Mac, I'll keep my eyes open.
Yeah, if you just fly runway heading for 9.5 miles, if you zoom in there, you'll see there's a valley.
Yeah. On 6 and 13.
Trim up.
I reckon you're going to struggle to take off on this runway, Nico.
It's very possible, sir. Very possible. That's why I did not derate at all. I'm just going full out.
Yeah.
You used a loadout from SimBrief. Is that how you set up the plane?
No, what happens is the VA puts a load in and then it goes to SimBrief. SimBrief incorporates it. But it gave me 173 passengers, Joe. So
Too many, right?
Yeah, way too many. So I use the facility in our VA software to just basically go back to SimBrief, edit it. I made it 145 packs and 500 kilograms of cargo, and that's all.
Right,
Yes.
there is another trick you can do in the VA. When you get to that page where it fills in all the data and you first have 179, because it's is a random passenger number, if you refresh that page, you'll notice that the number keeps changing.
Yeah, it will refill it differently every time. So if you have enough patience and you press F5 enough times, it will give you a better figure. But you know, when you're in a hurry, you just let it ride, let it go through, and then you just go edit it afterwards.
Yeah. As I say, it's just two choices. It's just another option so people are aware that they can.
Yeah. Go, Mac. Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. Okay, Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
You can go.
Have you looked out the window?
No, because I'm not connected. I don't know where you are.
I mean, do you actually know where I am?
No, I haven't got a clue. I'll connect to the network now. I see where you are. Right on the runway on the other end. Okay, cool.
In actual fact, Nico, it's a way of cheating. You can actually, if you go into map view, you can just swap your aircraft round so you don't have to worry about pushback.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Thanks, Mac. I planned a nice squiggly S turn there, so it's fine.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Safe
Oh.
flying. Enjoy your flight.
This looks like a regional airport, right? It doesn't look like it's a...
Yeah, it's not a Boeing airport. It is a regional. The whole idea of this tour is to stretch the imagination, Joe, to just do the unordinary thing.
the impossible.
Yeah, almost.
In real life, it's only serviced by Dash 8s, and at one time it has had a 737-700 land there.
Before
But
start
I'm not
procedure.
going to say that was with full passengers and cargo and
Walk
everything.
around completed. Before start procedure.
But currently in real life, there's only Dash 8s go here.
How long is the runway?
I've no idea. I've no idea. I'll have to check on the charts again. There's Uncle John.
I'll tell you in a
Before start
second.
procedure completed.
There he goes.
8,200 feet. But with the density altitude,
Yeah, exactly. It's like 5,000.
Well, it is at 6,000, so you can add another 1 or 2,000 on top this. It's probably like an 8,000 foot elevation. We can check it. Let's have a look, see quickly. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Okay, the calculator doesn't find this airport. So anyway, we're taking a guess. Yeah, this I can drive, huh?
25 N2.
Nah, I just wanted to do something different. We are also used to normal flight planning. Takeoff is a sit. Then you fly a route, then there's a star, then you land. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I just thought, you know what? Let's stretch the imagination a little bit. Get the guys thinking. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
You know what's cool when I think about it is nobody's holding a gun against anybody's head to come and try it. And the take up was phenomenal. So many guys have actually just come and tried it. It was so cool. So nice to see that.
25 N2. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
Here you go.
Which approach are you doing, Nico?
ILS 24 with a REBEK transition.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's because of the rain. When we did the planning earlier, it was raining with a low ceiling, so I didn't want to take a chance on the RNAV and then have to redo the planning in the air.
Approaching 07.
Winds was only about 6 knots, so it's calm,
Taxi
no
lights on.
issue. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Well, I got out nicely.
We watched, we saw.
On runway.
Well done.
Takeoff procedure completed.
2,600 feet remaining.
Yeah, Scotsman, you get some guys here. Eh? Yeah, I think the trick is they sleep in shifts, you know, so they do a flight, let it run, then they go sleep, then they come back, start the next one, you know, so they sleep in between, but they keep on going.
On runway 07.
Stabilized.
Toka.
Takeoff thrust set.
This is a PAX off takeoff?
Yeah. Yeah, PAX is on, auto isolation valve is off, and then the bleed air is off except for the APU
Knots.
bleed.
Throttle hold.
So the APU covers the cabin and we've got all the rest on the engines.
Approaching transition. V1. Rotate.
1,000 feet remaining.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Yeah, it reminds us of Innsbruck, eh? Yeah, I'm not going to use the automation right now. We're just going to ride it up. Let's go for 172.
Runway turn off, lights off.
Yeah, she's absolute beauty to fly with the hand. Sorry, sitting on your lap, Linda. Close, but not that close. These are big mountains, eh?
What's the flap schedule?
Well, we still way below flaps speeds. The first one will go up, I think, at about 190. We're still at 185. We're getting closer for flaps 1. To start turning, yeah. There's flaps 1, Joe, at, just above 190.
Flaps 1 set.
That's got to be an eerie feeling going into the soup and having a mountain range in front of you.
Oh yeah, that's why the terrain radar is so important, yeah. Right, so
Flaps up. And set.
there's VNAV and LNAV coming into play now only, and we're at 11.3. TOKAN. What are we doing? What are we doing? Tell you what we didn't do. Who can tell me what I did not do?
You didn't activate autopilot.
Exactly. I put on LNAV, VNAV, and I never pressed Command A. I just let go. There you go. Now it's on. All good fun. Yeah, absolutely. At least I can laugh at myself. No one was playing it. I just let go. I mean, I put on VNAV, LNAV. Why must I put on Command A, you know? Shame. See this Mac? Remember I spoke about this? This is the script I got. Look at the massive amount of trees now when you have forests.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What sort of a script is that, Nika?
It replaces the settings in your resources folder. If you go to explain resources, you'll see there's a settings script. And
Oh, right.
yeah, Zibo souped it up. Pilot crash. Try a different cloud texture. A lot of the time FPS issues are related to clouds or scenery, or if you know, there's also a worst case scenario if you have Symlink. Symlink sometimes does that. So one of those three things, get rid of it, disable it, and then go fly again. See if your FPS gets stable, because look at my FPS, it's almost 100% stable. Well, that was fun, gentlemen. Thank you so much for flying with Skymatix today.
Transition altitude.
I just realized when I did the planning for the flight, I never enabled my orthos. Oops.
I do not feel tired today.
Yeah, even for default, explain this really looks really nice. Right, so on, off, on, and auto, and off. Now we have normal pressurization. Don't have to worry about that again. Yeah, it looks amazing. Uncle John,
Yes, sir.
you're not streaming.
I thought I was. I'll stream now.
You were, then I dragged you into this room and then it cancelled the stream.
Never gave that a thought.
Thank you. Steve, me and Zibo were sitting here working late one evening, and he popped it into Discord here for me, and he said I must go try this script because he modified it. And basically what it does is it increases the trees. I was under the impression it will increase the other auto gen too, but I can't remember. It was too long ago, and I didn't actually write down exactly what it does. But you could definitely see there at the back, those trees are, you know, a lot more without any detriment to the FPS. But like I also said, it is one of those explain system files that only Zibo or somebody with his knowledge can really go and fiddle in. If you open it now, go to resources, open the settings file, you'll check the warning that Laminar puts in there. You're not supposed to fiddle with it. You know, I don't know, Zibo just had some fun, obviously. Uncle John, it's not streaming. I'm just getting little blue blocks. Don't know why.
I'm not streaming.
No, it's only showing little blue blocks.
I'll close Discord and try again.
Okay.
Does the Sam Trees not add it then, Nico?
Some trees also they change the textures, but they're not responsible for the placement or the density of it. That is
No,
from
I'm with you.
the
Yeah.
explain
Okay.
menu settings. So basically, by doing whatever Zibo did in that file, it just increases them a lot.
Yeah, you'll have to point me in that direction when you're outside the sim stream.
Hang on a second. Do you want to tell me? I've got authos. So that means that airport, the airport scenery cancelled this authos in this tile. Because look there. There we've got authos again. It must be that mesh that was put in there. Okay.
Didn't we have this problem with another airport with the mesh that we had to not put the mesh in so it didn't cancel the ortho?
There are quite a few, Joe. There are quite a few, and I see the guys fight a lot on Facebook about it. If you have a mesh file and the author, the developer of that scenery, didn't give you the necessary fixes to make your own author to make it fit, you always get this. Yeah, it's a standard silliness thing. WSK design in Seattle was the one I think that you and I were talking about the one time. Because that was a real bummer.
Yes. This is quite a long flight for you, right? Over 400 miles?
Yeah, this is about, I think block time was 1 hour 50 I saw in the planning there. So it's a bit more than usual, but it's okay. Yeah, that's better. Look. Wonder why they would have this off-color patch there. But anyway, I mean, we've got autos. Then I didn't forget to enable it. Huh.
Thanks for the help with your little nav map. That's much better.
Oh, no worries. Anytime, Uncle John. That little nav map is a magic little toy. Wow, Scotsman, yeah. Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, everybody in the northern hemisphere that actually do experience icing and snowing conditions, you guys better brush up on your procedures, because if you don't clear the ice, you're definitely not going to fly very far with the Zibo, so you better get reading a bit. If you struggle, you can always use my training checklist. I've got the procedures in there, but it's a thing, it's a
1000 to
real.
level off.
Yeah, that's gold.
1000 to go.
Hello, Andy. All good, sir. All good. If you need help, please come to Discord. Let the IVEO guys here help you. They're really stunning guys that we have here that we can rely on for some good training and exercises.
Some stunning scenery.
Absolutely. And Uncle John, I just noticed that we missed the ATC. It is here west of us. That we had ATC. We've just flown past his sector, but we were not in his sector, so it's fine. But just FYI. Look at this. Look at those mountains, snowy caps, everything. This is sweet. Wow. Andre, you might not be wrong there. Anytime, Andy. Anytime. The doors are always open. Just fall in. Speak to the guys here. They'll organize something to get in touch with Jordan if you can't get hold of him yourself. But speak to Jordan. There are quite a few other guys here. Gary Hubbard, for instance, as well. So just come chat when you're ready. Krister, we were talking about Rovaniemi earlier. We need to do that Rovaniemi flight again to fly into Rovaniemi for the Christmas event on IVEO. So for those guys that are not aware of it, can you just maybe do a link or something for us in the IVEO chat room or something? I know you're on top of it usually, so the guys can come fly with. And in the event that anybody here wants to fly with, make sure that you have at least an hour and a half to 2 hours extra fuel, because the last time they had me in a hold for 45 minutes minimum. I think that was about the whole time before you can actually get in. The airport is not that big where you need to land, and it is extremely busy. You're talking dozens of pilots flying into that place. So if you want to do that, make sure you've got extra fuel. Andy, another thing aimed at you now. When you look at your remark section, let me actually put it up here quickly for you. Hang on, we can do it that side. Come. So when you go to the remark section, this other information at the end there, RMK/new pilot. If you put something like remark new pilot and you then submit the flight to IVEO, they're going to be much more lenient with you if you make a mistake and everything. They treat you much better. So for all the new guys, all the guys that are starting out, please put a remark such as that. new pilot, newbie, noob, I don't know what you want to call yourself. Just as long as there's some note that the guys understand that you are a new pilot, you know, they will be more forthcoming and more graceful and lenient with you. So just remember that.
That mountain range is very high, huh?
Oh yeah. Joe, we've flown at 35,000 feet, and then they're like right there below you, and you go, what? We were joking one evening. The air is so thin here. If you were to jump out with a parachute, you'll probably die on impact, because I don't think the parachute will have enough, you know, braking power.
Right.
You know, there is not enough, and it's because, I mean, they are very, very high in some places. Yeah.
If you ask Mr. Mac nicely, he'll tell you one of the highest runways and longest in the world.
It was, where was it? In China, wasn't it, John?
Yep, I know.
It's something like 14,000 feet, Nico.
Wow.
It used to be 18, hadn't it, Mac?
Yeah, there used to be one that was even higher, I think.
Wow.
No. I'm talking about the length.
Oh, the length of it, that's right. It was 18,000 feet long or something.
Wow.
But in recent years, it's been the runway deteriorated, and they had to resurface it. So what they did is they built a new runway, and it's only about 15,000 feet or something.
Okay.
I just did a search on Google.
Yeah.
What was the altitude there, Mac?
I think it was about 14,000 feet.
I just love these visuals. Look at this. Damn it. Joe, the one thing we also discussed here a few times is some of these airports. I mean, the highest one we landed at was 13,600, and with density altitude it was over 16,000 foot in altitude. Okay,
That's crazy.
And there's a whole city with hundreds of thousands of people living there. Now, how do they live at that altitude? It must be special people, eh?
Well, you say that, but you think of the Nepalese, you know, who live up in the lower Himalayas.
Yeah. It's just astounding. Sorry, Joe.
Now, where's the highest mountain range? The Himalayas?
Yes.
So going from India to China, going over the hump?
Yeah.
That's the highest ranges?
There with Everest, yes.
Yeah. Himalayas
during World War II, how did the DC-3s get over that?
Probably took
with caution.
Yeah, or probably they found a lower piece of it and went over the lower piece. They didn't necessarily fly right over Mount Everest.
Yeah.
The ICAO for that runway that Max just told you about, Zulu, Uniform, Bravo, Delta.
Wow. But I mean, look at this, Joe. We're flying at 34. We still get reflection on the ground radar. There you can see the peak is 14,500 now.
No, I know. That's what made me notice that. Yeah.
And the other night, Zibo was sitting here watching, and I did one of the legs there, and we went through a thunderstorm. We had massive amounts of weather reflecting on the radar, and those peaks were very much higher at that point in time. It was crazy to know you've got that weather to contend with, the ground to contend with, and everything. But the Zibo, the mod coped really nicely.
So the top number 146 is the height of
That's the
the,
peak, yes.
and the bottom number.
That should be the lowest one that's reflecting. That's the highest one reflecting and the lowest one reflecting.
Gotcha.
Okay, that sounds helpful. Flew from Stanis last night. They were quiet for flight, which was helpful. Yeah, and then just stick with Jordan and anybody that he recommends. Hey, they'll sort you out. If it is high altitude, probably have enlarged lungs. They probably do. Yeah. Yeah, Scotsman, you told us struggling with the stairs. Yeah, I don't know how I would fare at this time. Won't even try it. Now it's going a bit lower. Seems. You never know.
Have you seen the outcome of the appeal for Hamilton? Or the decision for Hamilton, John?
Are you talking F1 now?
Yeah.
He didn't hear you, Mac.
He didn't want to hear me.
Probably.
What didn't I want to hear?
Did you hear about the ruling for Hamilton?
No.
Go and have a look at the BBC News.
Are you likely to be flying with Uncle John in the near future? What a nice guy.
Thank you, Linda. Yeah, I'm flying with him. He's right there in front of me. There he is on DCAS. Yeah, I tell you what, with views like this, you can do it, Scotsman. It works for me too. It's just wow.
Nico, are you planning on flying tomorrow as well?
Only in the morning. We've got David's funeral in the afternoon, Cody. So,
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, no problem. I'll try and fly tomorrow morning because I didn't fly this morning. We'll see. Yes.
No, that's. What time, roughly?
The guys in the UK want me to start at 800 Zulu.
Okay.
And the flight that I've booked is Lisbon LPPT to Malaga LEMG. That's what I've booked for myself here in the bids. Hour and 10-minute block time, so it's not a long flight. LPPT LEMG.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah.
if you give me a second, I'll tell you. The flight number in the database is 4440. 4440. That's the flight number.
Very nice.
Right, so let's have a look. See, 429 for top of descent. So why don't we do some other stuff that we don't normally do? Let's go to our route links, route data. Let's go check this out. Actual fact, where's this thing? Weather. Refresh. There we go. REBEK. Three, 4 at 3. REBEK.
Heard earlier, who needed Jordan?
Andy on the stream.
Do you happen to know the details of what he needs, Nico?
Familiarization with IVAO, just training, calming the nerves, helping him understand ATC and the lingo and things like that. That's all.
He's at the crew hangout over at the J West hangar. If you want, I can see if he can pop in for a couple minutes.
I don't know, it's up to Andy. I think let Andy contact him, you know, because I mean Andy's now watching the stream, otherwise, you know, you lose a viewer.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought they were in Discord maybe.
No.
Okay.
Iveo's got a Discord channel, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, a couple. I've got a couple.
Yeah.
So 6 to 18 is over there. Right, things calculated. Let's get that to 1027. Right, where's this thing? Twenty-one, so that's 22. 22 and expected QNH 1023. Alright. Yeah, Scotsman been doing it for a while. I don't do everything in every flight though. You know, if there isn't enough time, I don't worry about the in flight, in the route winds that much. You know, so but it's nice to do it. It's nice. So.
So now I know, Smack.
That's it. Okay, let's have a look. See, yeah, it looks like you're streaming now. Yes, sir. Yeah, I can see that. Right, so there's the chart. We want 235. Now 235. Okay, we want to descend 11,700. 11,700. Minimums 8,630. And that's 1023, so that takes care of that. Let's go to the box. One, 109. That's it. The VOR Charlie Uniform Victor 1145 11450.
Have you always wanted to be a pilot?
Oh yes. Anyway, to link a switch or knob to the ACARS start flight, you'll have to ask Mako. Mako will be able to tell you. I'm not sure. In my mind there should be, but whether it's open to the public is a different story. I don't know. You'll have to ask Mako. Right, so we are basically ready. And we are expecting a 3.2 degrees descent on the ILS. Okay.
What's that, 9400 on the radio?
Let me go back and have a look, see. Nope, the Barrow minimum is 8630.
Okay.
And the actual QNH is 1023.
Thank you.
That's what I've got, sir. Just double check on your side, because recently I've noticed you and I don't have the same freaking QNHs most of the time.
1024.
Well, I worked off the prediction of 1023, right? Currently in my active sky, it's actually only 1021. So we'll have to check what happens.
I don't understand it.
Me
I'm using
neither.
the same software as you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they invented the word anomaly for X-plane.
Why?
Of course, I mean, you know, his QNH is one, yours is another, mine's
Yeah.
another. This works in my X-plane, it works, doesn't work in this guy's X-plane. I can't see this, you could see that. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Don't believe P3D is any better.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, it all depends on when we update, because at some point in time they will match. But I mean, Uncle John had his one open for hours before the flight, where I only opened one just before the flight. So there's a difference in interval in when it updates.
If you go into active sky, you go to the briefing page, there's a refresh button at the top.
Yeah, you can do it this way. Let me show you guys. Display capture. So if you go to debug, you can just click on the refresh weather. Let's do that, and then it should get the latest weather for us. Go away, man. Debug. Okay. Yeah, mine's still. Okay, now the next question is, Uncle John.
I'm already in front of you now. I'm just checking it.
Well, I want to know. Mine says it was updated on the 13th at 1900 Zulu. So what I want to know from you is, when was yours last updated? Because it could be that you're not on live weather as well. That could also be.
I am on live weather, but for some unknown reason, the last update was 1700.
Yeah, so you're 2 hours behind. That's weird. So, okay, well, just click on debug.
I've done that. That's
okay.
not what I was already doing it while you were doing it.
Okay. Yeah, mine's on 1900 Zulu.
It may be from when you put your flight plan in, John, originally. If you go to the briefing page, there you go. If you look at the top, you'll see there's a refresh, and it refreshes it to the latest.
Oh, yeah, I see that as well, yeah. QNH, does that depend on the weather engine? Yes, it does. It depends on the update that weather engine, regardless of what it is, gets from NOAA or whatever source it's using. So yeah, no, well, mine's up to date, definitely.
Neil, there's a lot of airfields that may not be broadcasting QNH to Meta, because obviously it might be the time of day, or might be not open at weekends or whatever. And what they do in active sky is they predict, given other reported readings, what the QNH should be at that airfield, but there's no definitive reading direct from the airfield.
Are we the only two doing this route, Nico?
At this time, yes.
Well, We're watching the masters at work, John. We're trying to learn.
Yeah, but the point is, are you?
We don't know. We won't know until we test them tomorrow. So guys, all be here 700 Zulu, because we want to do our own flight at 800 Zulu. So just make sure you're here for the test 700 Zulu, guys. We want to see that you've learned.
Absolutely.
Flying.
Thing you,
Go.
I was going to say, Neil, one thing you can do is if you use windy.com, there's an option to highlight all airfields. You get a little green circle. And if you click on that green circle, it actually tells you what the METAR readout is at those airfields.
Yeah. Christer. Just as a matter of interest, Queenstown in New Zealand, for instance, it only broadcasts weather at certain intervals. And usually when we fly, when it's daytime for us, it's nighttime for them, we don't get any updates.
So a lot of praying goes on that night.
Yeah. The last time we flew in there, remember we had to go into a hold. We were holding for like half an hour waiting for the sun to come up so that we could go and land there. That was crazy.
What's your QNH at the moment, Nico? What do you get it as?
1021.
Yeah, that's what it's reading on windy.com. That was updated 14 minutes ago.
The only issue that I have is if you go to the briefing and you look at the forecast, it tells you, oh, now it's changed it. Bugger. When you can go back and watch the stream, it was on 1023. Now it's changed it. You see, I clicked the refresh button. So I'll have to go and change it now. Ooh, look at the turbulence.
Well, just out of interest, 2 hours ago it was 1024.
Okay.
1 hour, 15 minutes ago it was 1023. Then 14 minutes ago it's now 1021. So it's been dropping over the last few hours.
Gotcha.
And that's why yours would have been different, John.
Yeah, I'm going to check it again now.
See, now if you had active sky, you could do this, Scotsman. Have a look here. You go there to search. Then you say snow. Let's make it moderate. You see, you can set the visibilities and things like that. Let's make it less than 3 statute miles. Ceiling, leave it at any. Wind speed, moderate. Thunderstorms, no, let's leave that. You see, now you can actually see there it tells you which airports currently have the search criteria.
Now mine's sticking hard and fast on 1024.
Okay, then Uncle John, logic dictates that you need to stick with what you have. You can't use my QNH in your sim because it's not relevant. You're going to have to keep what you have.
Agreed.
Nice river. Wow. We've got a dancing puppet again, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let's go to plan and have a look. See. Something's not calculating. There's one of those intersections again. Next. Those conditional waypoints or something. I don't know. Which one's now struggling to calculate? Seems to have gone stable now. Yeah, I didn't see anything jumping, so why did that change? That was jumping around a little bit. Okay, sorted itself. Oh, just under an hour to go, gents.
How long before top of descent, Nico?
About 38 minutes.
So really, I've got time to go and make a coffee or two.
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you might too.
I'm going to second that.
Andre, no, it's not supposed to. It is not supposed to. But now that you mention it, there might be some truth to that. I'll check next time again. But guys, I think let's all take a 5-minute break. Let's go grab coffee and walk a turn somewhere, maybe the little boys' room or something, and we'll be back in a few minutes. 5 to 8 minutes should be enough to grab a coffee, and then we'll talk again. Okay, Christer.
Hello.
Are you there? Hello? John? Hello?
Oh, Mr. Pavel.
Hello.
We are just taking a break of 5 minutes or so. We are middle of the Nikos streaming.
Righto, I'm back, gents.
Can you radio check, please?
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
At least this area is a little bit more greener than there, high up in the mountains. I find it astonishing and amazing that it's so dry up there. I mean, it looks like a desert in places.
It actually is.
Mm.
Those areas are the driest areas in the whole world.
Wow.
Yeah, they are. So in real life, actually, they are deserts.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah, it's a very few animals can survive up there.
Mm-mm. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that happens, Steve. We've had it a few times flying in here. I didn't bother to check tonight because we're in the simulator, but yes, in the real world, it is a hazard. It's also not the only volcano. When you do this tour, the first airport where you land at, Angel's own hometown, that one also continuously gives issues. Which is just one I can recall offhand quickly. Ah, the coffee is wonderful.
I hope you're watching, Nico.
I shall now. Wow. It's a bit of a bounce landing, but you made it. Now you just need to stop, Uncle John. Oops.
Sorry. I slept well today.
Uncle John, are you okay? I bet he's fuming. He went off the runway on the other side.
Well, the pub is open.
Absolutely. Uncle John will get you at the pub. Don't worry about it. Just we'll meet you there.
No probs. how many pints and how many pies? That's all I need to know.
Uncle John, I'll take a Coca-Cola ice cold with ice, and I'll take a T-bone steak with chips. I'm not looking at any pies today.
Okay, but no problems.
Thank you, sir.
I thought I got that speed right as well. Never mind.
It happens, Uncle John.
Those are keepers.
Yeah. Mac.
Concentrate watching you now, Nico.
100%.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Tell the lady at the restaurant 25 minutes.
Okay.
Nobody's been flying the Q400, huh?
No, I didn't buy it yet. I've got too many other things on my plate.
Well, I highly recommend it. I think it's a lot of money, but maybe when it goes on sale.
You know? I saw a nice movie last night.
Say there's still a small problem with the magenta then.
Where, Uncle John? Sorry, I'm busy talking to Zibo and to another developer here in the background. All of a sudden, they're both talking to me, so I'm not concentrating actually on my flight, unfortunately.
Nico, their priority. It's stopped now. The little bit of a arc there was jumping backwards and forwards.
Ah, okay, that's obviously what was causing the problem earlier. Okay, I'm with you, Where the hell does this thing download to? Download folder.
Yeah, it's doing it now.
I'll check now. Just want to pop these two videos over to Zibo.
Okay. Give him our regards, Nico.
Okay.
Zibo pilots, I mean.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, message.
More specifically, Discord Zibo pilots. Strange that. It's very intermittent. Sometimes it's solid, then it starts again.
Okay, that was relatively easy. Wow. Okay, problem so far so good solved.
These chips are amazing.
Mm. Right, okay, I have a general question for everybody on Discord as well as on the stream. Have you guys ever heard of Core Flight Technologies?
Negative?
Negative here.
Could you spell it, please?
Oh shit, hold on. Sorry, I made a mistake. Remove. Hold on. Give me a second. Why? Why? Hold on, guys, hold on. Made a mistake there for a second. Hold on. Sounds like we've got ATC now. I don't have time for this now, man. Really. Please contact so and so. 128.3, 128.3. Center,
time, switch off.
Center, good day, Skymatix 001.
It's only Unica.
Yeah, I know.
Skymatix 001, good afternoon, with good control. Radar contact, continue descent to level 240. Expect ILS Zulu, runway 24 at Cuenca.
Thank you, sir. ILS 24 Zulu, and we'll descend to 240. That's Skymatix 001. Let's go there quickly. 240. Okay. And let's start our descent. Why not?
Skymatix 001 clears to ILS Zulu, runway. Correction. Cancel Las Americas.
There you go, Steve. Yeah, there's the link. Have a look, gents.
Control, buenas tardes. Aquí KLM 260. En este momento nos encontramos a 12 millas de Tinlo, nivelado 20.000 pies con usted.
I'll put it in Skymatix chat as well. Hold on. It's obviously on my stream, Uncle John, but there you go. Look in Skymatix chat, you'll see.
Yes, sir. What's your question about this?
No, I wanted to know if you guys have heard of it before. It seems that only Steve have heard of it. The owner of the company just contacted me, so me and Zibo and him have been talking a little bit about some of his products there. And I don't know, it looks kind of neat. So I'm just curious. For sure. Very nice gentleman. Yeah? Oh, Mac, you're gonna have to speak up. These guys are so loud, I cannot hear you.
I said, I can see it looks more like it's just a sales company. It's not actually producing the products, is it?
Well, I spoke to the guy now, and he's given me the videos of it.
Yeah, it might be the videos, but I'm just looking now. I'm just trying to see a bit more about it.
Yeah, I mean, the way it's presented is he's like the owner, he's the developer of it. He makes them, and he's just given me videos to give to Zibo and all these things, you know. So he's having an issue with an item that's not for sale yet, that is busy developing. So the two of them will have to discuss it. And the questions are directly related to development, not sales at all.
Yeah, I'm just reading now. Yes, they are a production company.
I might be interested in the com radio.
Nico, where'd you put the link?
It's in the stream or just above our heads here in Skymatix chat. Core Flight Tech.
Skymatix 001 Guayaquil.
Skymatix 001, I'm back on frequency, sir. Apologies.
Roger, no problem. Skymatix 001, continue descent 18,000 feet. QNH 1021.
1021 and descend to 180, number 1, Skymatix 001.
The product must be connected to the USB 2 with the original USB cable.
Whose original USB cable?
The one that you get with the product, I suppose, Joe.
We've been selling products since March last year.
I'm surprised they don't sell an FMC, huh?
Well, if he's only started last year, one can imagine that it's going to take a wee while to build the products up. I'm not going to share the videos here, but I mean, you can see in his workshop where he's working, you know, all the plans and the stuff that he's got there. It looks impressive.
Well, my thoughts are, if this company is interested in development of those parts for the sim world, I think it's absolutely best for them to contact people like you, Nico, and
Yes.
Zibo also.
Yeah.
It's very smart to do that.
Yes. Well, the connection is now made, Christer. We're talking to each other now, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
So it might also be that they are looking for people to test their products.
Well, they're looking for a market, yeah.
Yeah, they are looking for a market and looking for good people to try out and test.
Yes, yeah. Trustworthy people, yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. So just to be aware that if you do such a thing, be aware what you have to do with your name.
Yes, yeah, the connection, I understand.
And the connection, you have to be careful, Nico. And also, Mr. Zibo, you have to be careful about those things, you know?
Yeah.
It's one thing to get a free copy of everything. You feel like a king in the world, but then they start to use your name.
Yes, I understand.
That's a completely different story.
I understand completely, Christer. Wise words, very wise words.
Yeah.
Then the support issue becomes a big deal, you know, because people will then start coming to you. Oh, you know, you said it was good. You know, now it's not working. Can you help me fix it? You know.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. You have to be careful and think a lot about this.
Yep.
Yeah. If it's going to be like that, I don't know.
Well, we don't know anything yet apart from the fact that
No.
he needs assistance to develop this last product, the new product. Well, the latest one, whatever you want to call it, the one he's working on now. So, you know, if Zibo can help him, happiness is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
There's a
good for
nice-
them, it's good for you.
Yeah.
There's a little short YouTube video of the MCP. If you go to the MCP product and scroll down a bit.
Yeah, I didn't look. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And if you go to the EFIS panel, it shows you the white and the yellow lighting. The yellow is slightly off, I would have thought. But it's there.
Yeah, the only reason why it looks off, Mac, is because it appears to be on its brightest setting. You can turn down on the light. Then have to put 10 amps through it.
That's interesting. The MCP is compatible with X-Plane 11 Zibo, but if you look at the EFIS panel, it said it's compatible with the Zibo and the PMDG 737.
Okay.
Yep. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just put it out there.
The product,
I know. I just.
Skymatix 001 clears to ILS Zulu runway 24. Report established at the localizer.
Is that from me? So was that for Skymatix 001?
Yeah, but I still think it's very smart.
Skymatix 001 clear for ILS Zulu runway 24. Report established at the localizer.
Thank you, sir. We will report established on the localizer. We are cleared for the ILS runway 24 Skymatix 001.
Aerolínea 064, continúa el descenso para 10.000 pies. Altímetro 2984. Recibido, continuamos descenso 10.000 pies, altímetro 2984, el landing process.
I've just been cleared to ILS runway 24, gents. Steve, I agree. We'll put some disclaimer. We'll see. I mean, no promises have been made. No agreements have been made. The Oak is asking for help, and Lubos has said he'll help him. That is the extent of the agreement at this point in time. That's what we know. You see, again, Christer, I'm just thinking a bit wider now. This is again in the same spirit of the whole Zibo project, you know. I mean, if somebody comes honorably and asks for help and there's no strings attached, you know, Zibo does not mind helping either, you know. Just the same ethos as what we've got in our group, you know. If we can help, we help, which is actually nice. Very nice.
Absolutely, Nico. I didn't intend to be negative in any way.
No, I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying you did.
No, sorry. On the contrary, I'm just thinking I'm thinking out loud for your situation, and Zibo's situation.
Yeah.
Because if you're part of a development, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's simply amazing to be part of a development like this. Absolutely, no question about it.
Yeah, but you are absolutely 100% correct in your warning. You know, that is something you need to take into consideration. You probably didn't hear about the other issue we had with one of the pilots. You understand? So we've learned a couple of lessons, not just to listen to everybody and to trust everybody. You know, that's not going to happen. But I think in this regard, we are literally in the right place at the right time on both sides. So.
Yeah, well, I wish you all good luck and the best of this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Give me a second, guys. Center Skymatix 001, may we descend to lower altitude for intercept, please?
Skymatix 001, continue descent as published to 15,000 feet.
16,000 feet, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, negative 15,000 feet.
15. Thank you, sir. Skymatix 001. All right.
Aerolane 064, continúe descenso para 3.500 pies. Recibido, continuamos descenso 3.500 pies del amigo Astro. Aeronave 064, autorizado aproximación ILS Whisky, pisado duro, notifique establecido en el localizador. Sí, estamos autorizados aproximación ILS Whisky, pisado 1, le llamo el localizador del ANE 4.
Flaps 1 set.
We're going to be okay, no, there's the anticipation cues. I just wanted to say, wow.
Flaps 5 set. Localizer capture.
Skymatix 001 established on the localizer runway 24.
Oh, there was my mistake number 2 anyway. I came in on 06.
Wind calm, unit 1021, runway 24, clear for land.
Runway 24 cleared for land, Skymatix 001, thank you, sir. Sorry, Uncle John, ATC was talking, what did you say?
I said there was my second mistake. I came in on 06.
Ah, okay. Thanks, Scotsman.
Aproximación en área 4.
Yeah, it's nice. I love it.
Aeroline 064, continúe, desciende y mantenga 4000 pies. Desciende más, mantenemos 4000 pies, el ANE 064.
Yeah, it's a strange affair, but I understand exactly what you mean.
Thousand to level off.
Oops. I read the wrong section. You climb and then you climb more, so that's go around altitude anyway. 15,000, okay. Thanks, Steve.
Flaps 15 set.
Aeroline 064, sigue por derecha rumbo 350. Recibe por derecha rumbo 350 de ANE 064. Aeroline 064, continúa viraje por derecha rumbo 020, proceda directo a la posición SIDEP, Sierra India Delta Eco Victor. Recibido, continuamos viraje por derecha 020 y volamos directo a SIDEP, el ANE 064.
Yeah, much better choice of approach. I'll do it again tomorrow, coming this way.
Okay.
I missed it, John. How did it go?
Over speed, I think. Or came in a little bit heavy and decided to do a yo-yo bounce. I was a bit low, so I put some power on. The power didn't come back off quick enough.
Okay.
This is interesting. Look at my PFD. We are on the localizer, but it says that we're a bit off of it, okay? But look, we're actually on the runway. We're going there, but it's depicted weirdly.
Oh, you look spot on to me.
Well, visually, yes, but look at the way where the localizer is at the bottom of the PFD.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. So what's out? Something.
Yeah.
Approaching 2-3.
Aeroline 064, posterior SIDEP.
2-4 is definitely the answer.
Zulu, pista 3, carga pista 2-1, notifique establecido en el localizador. Recibido de SIDEP, autorizado pista 2-1, le llamo localizador al ANE 4.
It's just not a long runway, that's the problem as well.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no pub on that other end, Nico.
Apparently so.
Reverse unlocked. 4.
This oak is going to get the surprise of his life. I'm going to drive straight through him. I hope he's in FSX and that he actually... And now mine doesn't want to stop. Stop! 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 Where's Shivers?
Love it.
Stop! You bugger! Stop it!
Nice one, sir.
Oh, people. What
Come
can
on.
we say?
You know the pub is on the other end of the runway, Nico?
I lost
Captain Nico,
control.
report to the office.
Yeah.
So what was the issue then?
No, the issue is this freaking rudder pedals are too sensitive. I haven't set it up correctly. That's the problem. And I lost control of it. I wanted to drive through that other guy, right? Because he's not supposed to be there. So I was being a little bit nasty. I do apologize. And then I completely lost control. I just couldn't get bloody control back, and I was going left, right, snaking over this runway. Oops.
The reverses never popped up.
No, they did. No, if they didn't, I would have gone on the over on the other side. Skymatix 001, runway vacated.
Skymatix 001, welcome to Cuenca, taxi at your choice.
Thank you, sir. Taxi stand of my choice, Skymatix 001. I made a fool of myself now. I feel like 2 centimeters big. I feel like a smurf.
Behave.
Oh, stop.
Can't believe I lost control of it. These rudders, I fixed it on that Piper this morning. I'm going to spend time on it later tonight or tomorrow morning when it needs to be fixed. It's just too sensitive, man.
Well, those settings I gave you, for me, work perfect.
Yeah. Now I'll set it up the same then. Let's do this. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
This is a keeper, Nico.
Yeah, for sure.
I noticed you're keeping well away from him.
I went straight through him while he was on the runway. I mean, he performed the runway incursion. I just went right to him. So, you know, I initially, you'll see I landed to the right. I wanted to miss him. And then I thought, no, why? He's not supposed to be there. So I went and drove through him, and that's when I lost control. I suppose some people will call it karma or something, you know.
And are you still on with ATC?
Yes.
I wonder if he's going to say something to you.
No, ATC said nothing to me, and he's not saying anything to this other guy either. So I don't know what that story is about. I also thought we were gonna die. I was literally lying skew here in my chair, putting both feet down, checking the reverse thrusters to really be working and all. I mean, this was a freaking problem. But it was fun.
And that's the bottom line, sir.
Yeah.
It's got to be fun.
Yeah, I reckon everybody that was watching was pressing toe brakes.
Well, I thought I was going to put a hole in the floor.
Well, thank you for streaming, Mr. Nico.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll catch up in the morning, I hope.
Yes, sir. No problem. Have a good evening.
800 Zulu.
Yes.
Yeah, great. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm just waiting for the IP. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Yeah, I think the power of all the positive thoughts that came from the back was really helpful. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to have to do it again tomorrow anyway, Nico, to get it logged.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh my goodness.
Did you get a photograph of that volcano?
No, I didn't really take photos this time.
Shutdown procedure completed.
Has anybody told that bloke who's going to take off? He's got no left wing.
He's used super glue.
Johnny, you going to watch the sprint race later?
Am I going to watch the
Formula One sprint race later?
I will do, yeah, because it'll be recorded.
Okay.
Same guy, yes, Steve.
I'll tell you what, when it gets to the end of the race, you want to hear a couple of Toto Wolff's comments over the team radio.
Oh, no. Choice, are they?
Choice ones, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Good night, Andre. Lekker slaap. Yes, no photos.
Well, there won't be an aircraft on the runway this time, Nico.
Yeah, no, well, I've disconnected from my VA, so I'm free to replay it, you know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, Scotsman, being the passenger that now needs to board the plane for the next leg, and you're standing there, exactly as you're saying it, look, mommy, here is our plane coming to land, and you see almost an accident. Will you actually get on that plane afterwards? I'm seriously saying no. I'm not flying with that pilot. I'm sorry. Damn, those trees are in the way there as well, eh? Ooh, a bouncy bounce. Look, Uncle John, you were not the only one bouncing. I also bounced.
Keep it in the family. Keep it in the family.
Oh my goodness. I've not had so much fun with a buggered up landing in a long time, I'm telling you. I swear I would have said pass. I'll take the next plane. Even if I have to overnight here on the tarmac, I'll fly tomorrow. Not going with this guy. Oof, my goodness, that was terrible.
They only fly to one destination from this airport, Nico.
Oh yeah?
KETOM.
Okay.
And
Hey David. Oh look there, you see there I'm chasing the guy, then I'm trying to stop. Oh no. That is crazy. A couple more pictures. Now I'm taking pictures, guys. Now I'm seriously taking pictures.
Right, Nico.
So why didn't it slow up? What was the reason?
No, it was slowing up. The runway is just a little bit too short for the altitude. And I didn't land short enough. You see those trees, Joe? I had to come over the trees and then I planted this thing because of the short runway. You understand? And if I had stayed steady straight on, it wouldn't have looked as dramatic. It wasn't as dramatic as it looked. I made it more dramatic because I lost freaking control with the rudder pedals, you see. And that's why I started swinging all over the freaking place.
Certainly, Nico, I don't know what you're doing, but you're breaking up on all of that.
Yeah, I had the same experience.
I don't know. I'm just speaking normally. Okay, so let me repeat. Joe, the runway is short. Okay, so let's rewind and I'll talk you through it. Shift and R, man. Okay, so have a look Let's just take it a little bit further. Look at those trees, right? So the first challenge you have is to get over those trees. And if you look at my clearance margin, it wasn't much. Okay, you'll see now. I just skimmed over it. Then you have to plant this aircraft because the runway is short, but it's long enough. I mean, at full reverse thrusters and auto brake 3, I eventually kicked it out and used my toe brakes. Look how close I came to those trees. See? Now I'm planting it. I mean, I landed at 300 foot a minute, 302, right? Then I bounced because it was a bit hard. Even the wings flexed. Everything was okay until some point here. Then I saw the guy and I thought, you know what, bugger it, I'm going to drive straight through him. Okay, so I turned with the rudder towards him. And as you see there, I started turning. There I lost basic control over the aircraft. Because of the sensitivity of the rudders. Now, if I had kept straight and just done what I was supposed to do without being a jack something, okay, I would have been fine. But you know, all in all, I basically looked for trouble. So it's my own fault. And see, I stopped in time. You must just, when you come into land here, not have too much weight, because that was my saving grace. I was a little lighter than usual. If you come in fully loaded, you're not going to stop here.
Just for anybody interested, that supplier of that equipment, I just sent a question to him and he's replied already.
Yeah, cool.
I shall put the reply in because it refers to software and the modules to run the hardware, Nico.
Gotcha. So I don't know. You know, let's do this. Let's just treat ourselves with 1 or 2 more replays. Let's just do this. So now we are the absolute, well, the passenger in the absolute no control situation. David, yeah, drift driver, absolutely. Phew. Okay, one more, last one. And then I've just realized I've only got 2 legs of this tour remaining. The next flight is a short one, and then there's the long one to El Dorado.
So are you booking this one or redoing it?
No, I booked it, Uncle John.
Oh, you bad lad. Well, I'm going to have to do it again tomorrow morning.
Ah, you're welcome.
So you'll be flying on your own tomorrow morning? I've got another job to do. I've got to get this one done.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Right. The aircraft currently using this airfield, Nico, are 319s and a 320.
Not surprised.
Okay. Hey, Lucian.
I'm going to reduce my passengers even more.
Yeah.
I need to get it under my belt.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell you one thing. This airport is a challenge for a totally different reason. Number one, you've got the high altitude and high density altitude, but the freaking shortness of this runway is crazy.
Very short, isn't it? Very short.
Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Lucian, sorry you came in right at the end here. The video will be up, so you're welcome to watch. I'm gonna call it a night now and go sleep in peace. And tomorrow morning we'll do the what did we say? LPPT Malaga flight. So we'll check you guys in the morning.
Okay, Nico. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for watching and thanks for your support, guys. Bye bye.